couple coming by here now. See if they want to hang out for a couple minutes or if they're just passing through. I'll mention here again quick for anybody that's just tuning in that Rob Nags, I know there's been getting a bunch of people commenting and they're all looking forward to seeing him out again this year. He's going to be coming out. We booked him for August 12th. We got a couple whales in behind us now. So that's super exciting. Everybody's pumped to have him back out, and I spoke with him yesterday too, and he seems pretty excited as well. So yeah, August 12th, make sure you put a reminder in your phone or mark it on your calendar or whatever it is you do, and check it out. I think the tide schedule, actually I should get that figured out too. It's going to be sometime midday that day, so it'll be around noon Central Time, but I'll get those exact times for you. I can't remember. Maybe I can look them up here now, actually. But that should be super exciting. And we're in talks with a few other people, some from Parks Canada. Okay, yeah, so high tide is around 12 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time, which means we'll be out around 10 o'clock a.m. Central till 2 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, right around that midday mark. So hopefully everybody can tune in and check it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see how the whales interact with the cello, with the music. And I think we're going to have a bunch of Sea North people out as well. So it's going to be quite the show, and lucky for us, we'll get the front row seats. Chalk's just talking about if the storm has had any effect on the whales out here. I'm not sure. He mentioned millibars, but I'm not sure what those are. If you can elaborate a little bit, let us know what that's all about. I haven't heard anything about millibars or anything. I'm not sure. I guess maybe if you explain it to us a bit, and I'll relay it to everybody else. I was also wondering, just because the wind was blowing so hard. Oh, we got a few here now behind us. Since the wind was blowing, it probably gets a real tiny calf there too. Probably gets super windy and choppy here in the estuary, and because it's a lot more shallow, I'm wondering if I wonder if the whales then just head out into the open water a little bit more. If it's just easier to deal with the storm in some deeper water, but I don't know. Again, it's just me kind of thinking about it to myself and trying to come up with a solution or a reason. See two white blobs approaching. Doesn't look like they're gonna get any closer to the boat than they are now, though. I was wondering, I could see these little tiny fins keep popping out of the water, and getting just a little closer here, and it was a calf kind of rolling over, and his pectoral fins were popping up. He was rolling over on the mum's back there. Just hear a few of the boats chatting back and forth. They're saying kind of towards Cape Mary. We can get a little bit closer up there, but it's starting to get out of our range a little bit. So you got Chalk mentioning that it's the air pressure is what the unit of measurement they use to measure that is millibars. So yeah, I guess he's asking if the whales are sensitive to changing air pressure. It could be, I'm sure. I mean, they gotta come up to take a breath, so if they are capable of picking up on those sorts of things, then maybe they do kind of take off and head for cover if they can tell that there's some bad weather coming. Like they're saying, possibly heading out to deeper water, or just where it's not going to get so rough. It's all good ideas, so hopefully we'll have someone out on the boat this summer that'll be able to answer a question like that. We'll definitely keep it in mind. And we got a couple whales cruising by. I'll catch a quick glimpse of them. I think they seem like they're just passing by. I don't know if they'll linger around at all. I mentioned earlier that I was out for dinner last night. I haven't been going out too much. I do lots of my cooking at home. I like to cook my own meals as much as possible. But we were out for supper last night. We went down to the tundra. I don't know if anybody listening has been to Churchill before, but if you have, chances are you know what I'm talking about. And if not, then definitely recommend it if you guys ever do come for a visit. Hopefully you're able to make it up here one day, but yeah, go grab some grub down at the tundra. It's super good. Last night I had the chicken kayabata. I think that's how you say that word. I guess I was told the waitresses say that's one of the funner things to hear some of the customers pronounce on the menu, because you get kind of all different variations of it. But I don't know. I think it's kayabata. I could be wrong too. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, that was super delicious. I've also had the bison burger there, which is very good. And when I first arrived in town a couple weeks ago, we were out. They have pizza night on Fridays, so I guess that would have been last night too. And yeah, the pizza was deadly also. And I do eat quite a bit, so that's kind of part of the reason too. I like to cook for myself at home, because then I could just make these big monster meals. And I'm a fan of leftovers too. I always like to make enough so that I could have it again for lunch tomorrow. See a handful of the boats are a little further out, kind of getting into the bay a little bit. Might be a few whales poking around out there. There's a couple in our area. Oh, actually I could see one that's just on the other side of the boat here. You might be able to actually see it in the underwater cam right now. There's two now. And hear the bell banging away on the buoy here as we get a little closer. Try to get a little closer to it and maybe you guys can hear it. Oh, we still got the couple tagging along with us. Buoy number C3 here, clanging away. It bobs around in the waves. So yeah, things do seem like they're getting a little murky. We're right around that time where the tide's going to be heading back out. I've seen somebody posted the menu for the tundra. Yeah, pretty good grub over there. Thanks for that photo, Valley. Oh, I'm told that what I thought was Kayabata is Chibata. That sounds better probably than Kayawata. Thanks, Jesse. Chibata. I'll be sure to pronounce it properly next time I'm in there. Looks like we got a link for the menu up on the message board there now too. Just warn you, it's pretty tasty, so I don't know, if you'll check the menu out, you might get a hankering for something, and I guess your only option is to come up to Churchill to satisfy that craving. I don't think they do delivery outside of Churchill. Simon was racing around yesterday. Once that storm rolled in, I could see him cruising around, and we were texting a little bit back and forth. He was out with his camera trying to get some cool images, the clouds and the lightning. I've seen a few of his pictures. He has one with a flash of lightning and the northern lights in the same photo, and it looks super awesome. I think he has what else does he have in that photo? I can't remember where he took it. I think he took it down behind the complex. But just a real neat photo, not something you see every day. Perfect. He's in the right spot at the right time. He also got a great one of the northern lights the other day as well. I don't know if he's got those 2 photos up, but if you guys are curious to check out some of his images, it's on. You can go online on his website at canuckimages.com. I think he's also on Instagram at Canuck Images, and I believe he's got a Facebook page as well. But yeah, I'll have to chat with him later and see if he got any neat pictures last night. Just gonna relocate here again and see if we can find another spot with a few whales. It's getting a little better now. The wind's died down a considerable amount. Not as chilly anymore. Still cool, but not too bad.